following segment is sponsored by Eastern Title and Settlement and the Mortgage Link. America's housing market is finally starting to tip in favor of aspiring homeowners. And joining us now to discuss why that is are Min Hugh from Eastern Title and Settlement, Don Benuin with Compass, Washington, D.C., along with Carrie Real from the Mortgage Link, who also has our deal of the day. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
for
you.
having us.
Yeah.
Just like to highlight some information for first-time home buyers. For those that are purchasing in the District of Columbia, please reach out and find out if you can take advantage of up to $202,000 that can be used towards your down payment, plus an additional $4,000 towards your closing costs. Okay. And for Maryland residents, you may qualify for up to as much as $50,000.
Fantastic. Okay.
So give me a phone call. We also have a QR code. If you click on that, that link will allow you to put your address in and find out the value of your property. And then as a purchaser, it'll also give you the opportunity to purchase some money.
Okay, so that's good to know. We're going to share that QR code again at the end here so people can see that. Thank you. Always very helpful. Don, let's talk about this market. Buyers finally have the leverage. So what kind of negotiating power does that give them?
Well, I mean, you mentioned leverage, and I think that represents a really rare time in the local housing market. We are in a little bit of a valley. So if you are a buyer even contemplating buying a home, this is just about an ideal time. In terms of leverage, you have the leverage of timing, taking the time to shop. You have the leverage of preserving your protections, namely your inspection contingency and financing. Not to mention, it's a great time to negotiate a better deal from a seller. And you have access to more programs out there, like today's deal, to give you an advantage that is rare for our area.
Ah, good to know. What other strategies can we use to take advantage of this increased inventory and the reduced competition?
Well, that's the thing. Right now, it's not necessarily increased supply. It's taking advantage of the right house when it pops up. What I'm sensing in the market is a lot of ambivalence because of the economic situation. And so your buyer competition is actually even less than what would be normal. What we find typically is when rates go down, buyers sort of flood the market. And then we have more competitive situations for those few good houses that are out there. Right now, because buyers are ambivalent, you could find the right house for a great price in our market.
That's what we want to hear.
Yep.
Min, how do you help ensure a smooth closing process?
Yeah, I mean, I think right now the business is picking up more, so we're seeing more contracts coming in, and so I think a lot of the buyers that have been sitting around, they are finding better property and better pricing now. So that's good. It's a good market.
Yeah.
It's something that Don had mentioned with regards to not necessarily an increased inventory, but purchasers that are not taking advantage. When you have a lot of competition, certain transactions don't get pushed through. Those with down payment assistance and certain programs, those are pushed to the wayside. So for those that are participating in those, now is a better opportunity to negotiate, to get those deals done.
Yeah. For someone who's thinking, well, maybe I'll wait and it'll get better, what risks might they encounter if they're trying to wait 6 or 12 months from now?
No, that's a really good question. I think what we're hearing is that rates will be in roughly the same place by the end of this year. But a lot of buyers are waiting for exactly that, a drop in the rates to jump on the market. The key is getting ahead of that rush and getting the house that's right for you right now. It's possible that if you wait and rates aren't dramatically lower, that you could be competing against 3 or 4 other buyers for the exact same house. So now is the right time to buy.
Now's the right time. And working with a great team. I mean, you can't, that's huge. We've done this before in the past, and just working with a team that gives you that assurance and gets everything done smoothly is huge. Gentlemen, thank you so very much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. We are going to take another look at the deal of the day. And for more, the number to call is 301-996-7432, or you can visit themortgagelink.com. You can also scan the QR code on your screen right now to see the value of your property. And be sure to follow the real estate top performers on YouTube to get more advice on buying and selling a home in today's market.